As honourable colleagues, honourable members have so brilliantly highlighted this evening in these exchanges, the petition we are debating this evening is a matter of great legal and ethical, as the member for Wickham quite rightly reminded us, complexity. But before I address some of those complexities, I wish to set out the facts as they stand today, Sir David. First, there are currently no plans to place restrictions on those who refuse to have a COVID vaccine at all. Further, as we have, as the member for Carshalton and Walton reminded us, no plans to introduce so-called vaccine passporting. I think the member for High Wycombe quite rightly was slightly nervous. I did my first interview, I think it was with the BBC, where they were asking me about some of the challenges. I talked about some of the technological challenges around this, and I may have misspoken. I was grateful to the Spectator and the Talk Radio, who allowed me to then explain myself. I think mandating vaccinations is discriminatory and completely wrong, and I, like the member for High Wycombe and others here, would urge businesses listening to this debate today not to even think about this, and I will explain in further detail why that is the wrong thing to do. I'm grateful, and I'll put on record my thanks to Professor Carol Sikora, who quoted me and said I eloquently dealt with the issue. He has many hundreds of thousands of followers, which I was very grateful for. So absolutely no plans for vaccine passporting. Second, cards have also been mentioned on social media that were being issued after people got their first COVID-19 vaccination, contain, amongst other details, the date of their second vaccination. This record, however, does not constitute a so-called vaccine passport. It does not mean you are immune. It's worth reminding people of that. And as we know, the vaccine is given as 2 injections, 21 days apart. The second dose is the booster dose, and I'm sure honourable members will forgive me for repeating this message again this evening. Patients must return as instructed for their second dose. Without the second dose, the vaccine will not be effective. It's a really important message that we send out from tonight, and I'm grateful to all honourable members who are repeating this important message to their constituents. Third, Sir David, on completion of both vaccinations, patients will be issued with a vaccine record card, much as they are for other vaccination programmes, so nothing different at all in the way we are dealing with this vaccine. Again, this does not constitute a so-called vaccine passport, neither can it be used as a form of identification. That would absolutely be wrong. Colleagues will appreciate that the careful and accurate recording of vaccination status is an important part of our public health efforts. It supports patient safety during the largest, most challenging vaccination programme probably in British history. And fourth, in addressing many of those who have signed the petition we are debating this evening, I want to underline one key fact. And we've heard it over and over again from honourable members: vaccines work. It's really important that we send that message from this place. After clean water, they are the single greatest public health tool in the history of mankind. And the member for Carshalton Walton reminded us of Edward Jenner, and it really does fill me with great joy that the Jenner Institute was one of the first to stand up to say, we can do this. And I hope, after rigorous study by the MHRA, that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine will be in place as soon as that approval comes through. Obviously, it is up to the regulator to deliver that.